Let's be honest, staring at that blank page for your IELTS opinion essay, it can be pretty intimidating. You know you need a high score, but trying to build a powerful argument in just 40 minutes, it feels like a massive challenge. Well, today, we're gonna break it all down. This is your guide to absolutely mastering the opinion essay and grabbing that band 7 score or even higher.
And if you're struggling, you are definitely not alone. It's that feeling, right? The clock is ticking and you're scrambling to organize your thoughts, find good examples, and somehow build a strong argument. It's probably the #1 headache for so many test takers. But don't you worry. We are about to turn all that confusion into pure confidence. I promise.
So here's our game plan for today. First, we'll talk about the challenge itself. Then we're going to decode the different prompts so you're never surprised. I'll give you a super simple 3-step writing plan, show you the secret to a perfect paragraph, and finally, we'll cover what it really takes to hit that band 7+ score. Ready? Let's dive in.
Okay, first things first. What is an opinion essay anyway? It's pretty simple, really. The examiners just want to know what you think about a topic. But, and this is so important, it's not enough to just say, I believe this. You have to prove why you believe it, using really strong arguments and solid evidence.
All right, now this next part. This is, I would argue, the most critical step in the entire process. Why? Because you can write the most beautiful, amazing essay in the world, but if it doesn't answer the exact question they asked, you've already lost points. Seriously, misreading the prompt is the fastest way to a low score. So let's make sure that never happens to you.
I love this table because it really shows you the subtle game you're playing. Think of it like this. For an agree or disagree question, you're a debater. You pick a side and you argue it hard. For to what extent, you're more like a critic. You're offering a more nuanced position. I strongly agree or I partly agree. When they ask you to discuss both views, you become a neutral moderator. You give both sides a fair look before you share your own take. And for advantages versus disadvantages, you're the judge. You're weighing the evidence and delivering the final verdict on which side is stronger.
Okay, I know that might seem like a lot to juggle, but I promise it's about to get a whole lot simpler. Because there is a simple 3-step process that works for any of those questions. This is your universal blueprint for success, a tool you can count on every single time to get rid of that pre-writing stress and just get going.
It's as simple as this. Analyze, plan, and then write. First, you analyze the question. Literally circle the keywords. Then, you plan. Spend just a few minutes brainstorming some ideas and examples. Then, and only then, do you start writing. So many people skip the planning and jump right in. That's like trying to build a house without a blueprint. That little bit of planning isn't wasted time. It's what makes your writing fast, focused, and powerful.
So, we've gone from the big picture down to the details. If your essay is a house, then your body paragraphs. They're the bricks. You can have a great plan, but if those bricks are weak, the whole thing just crumbles. But don't worry, there's a simple formula to build a perfect, rock-solid paragraph every single time.
And that magic formula is called PEAL. It stands for point, explain, example, and link. Seriously, burn this into your brain. This isn't just a nice little tip. This is the secret structure behind pretty much every high-scoring paragraph out there. It guarantees that your ideas are clear, logical, and easy to follow. Let's see how it works. Every single body paragraph needs to start with a clear point. This is your topic sentence. It has one job and one job only, to tell the examiner the main argument of this paragraph. No fluff, no long intros. They read this one sentence and they know exactly what you're about to prove.
Next up, you explain that point. So if the point was the what, this is the why and the how. You're just adding a bit more detail, maybe showing some cause and effect. This is what gives your argument some real depth. Now for the third step, and this one is crucial, a specific example. This is where your argument really comes to life and becomes convincing. Mentioning some research or a real-world situation makes your point feel real and proves you're not just talking in vague terms. And finally, you link it all back. This last sentence is so important. It ties the idea from your paragraph right back to the main argument of your whole essay. It's basically you saying to the examiner, see, I just proved my point. Now I'm ready for the next one. It's clean, it's confident, and it works.
Okay, so a solid structure and perfect PEAL paragraphs, that'll get you a good score, for sure. But you're here for a great score, right? So how do we push this into band 7, 8, or even 9 territory? let's look at the final keys that top-scoring essays always have.
It really all comes down to this checklist. Number 1, your position has to be clear and consistent from start to finish. 2, you need that logical structure we talked about. 3, you have to support everything, never make a claim without backing it up. And 4, show off your language skills a bit. Use some sophisticated words and different kinds of senses to really prove your mastery of English. And let's end with this thought, because, this is about more than just passing a test. It's really about learning how to communicate your ideas clearly and persuasively. The skills you're building right now, analyzing a topic, forming a strong opinion, and backing it up with evidence, these are skills for life. Master them, and you won't just get an amazing IELTS score, you'll be a more powerful communicator long after this exam is over. You can do this.